Okay, so today I'm going to be book talking Son by Lewis Lowry, and the genre of the book is fantasy. So my reaction to this book was like I enjoyed the book a lot. It's the fourth book of the Giver series, and throughout the book it was kind of like a little mystery kind of book, and it was a lot of puzzles because you had to connect things from the first, second, and third story back to the fourth, and it was really enjoyable. And I recommend this book to anyone who's read The Giver or any of the series books. Also, anyone who enjoys like mysteries or puzzles, and anyone who likes books that are in like alternate universes or in different like communities. Okay, so the protagonist is Claire, and it actually kind of switches towards the end to her son Gabe. But Claire is a very curious person at the very beginning, and it kind of changes towards the end, and becomes a little bit more like determined to like fight through everything. Um, and the quote here: Claire was never curious about those from elsewhere. It was a part of the contentment that she always known. Here had always been enough. Now through the window she stared at the heavy laden moored boat, and found herself wondering about its crew. And this is a crew like that comes into her community and like drops off shipments and stuff, but they don't stay in the community. They're from outside. Okay, so the main conflict, there's actually kind of two big ones, so I put them in here both. The first one is Claire tries to find her son. Claire was a birth mother, but she had trouble with birth, so they like resigned her from that spot that she was given, and she worked at a fish hatchery, and she saw her son because she found out who he was, and he was going to be released because he had like development issues when he was young. And before that happened, her son was taken by someone else and was like ran away. And Claire like tried everything she could to try to find him. The second conflict is Gabe, her son, tries to defeat evil, which is Trademaster, who like changed the way Claire was because she she had traded her youth to Trademaster to find her son, and she became very ill and weak. And yeah, so here's a little passage. I'm scared. I am too, Jonas replied. For you, for all of us. She is my mother. She is my mother. Gabe took a deep breath. How much time do we have? He asked. And that's towards the end of the book where he's about to try to fight Trademaster and defeat him. Okay, all right. The theme of the book is you'll do anything for your family. It's kind of been the whole theme of the entire book. When Claire was trying to find her son, she did everything she could. She like trained herself to like get out of the community she was in, and she like did all she could and gave up her youth for just to find her son. And Gabe did anything he could to save his mother from dying from evil. Um, Here's another little passage about it. With her new troubling memories, the other puzzling over what had happened to the girl and why. I must find him. And here's an excerpt. And this is a part of where Claire tries to find her son. Her next blurred memory was of sea, which she had never seen before. Rain, something she never felt. Storm, lightning, waves, fear. The men were shouting. She was in the way. They shoved her aside and rushed to hide things. She couldn't stand. It was wet and slippery, even inside the cabin. She fell, sprawled on the floor. She heard things slide, loose, and break, and she felt the rush of water. Suddenly, it pulled at her clothes. Cold, so cold, and then quiet. A hollow, rushing kind of quiet. Darkness.
Cool. Good job, Michael.
What time?
420.
Oh, shit.
Uh, 9? Or 10? Yeah, no, there is no 9. You're right.